The people in the island is more struggle for life. They have to do a lot just to live. He's hungry in a different way. He's hungry to get from the bottom up.
My dream, I want to have a sponsor to be a professional surfer like Oney.
To come from a place like Lakey Peak that's in the middle of nowhere, you got to be really outgoing and talking to people, and he just made all that happen for himself, you know.
One of the other Indonesian surfers that was on the WCT, he just gave it away because he couldn't travel. That's going to be one of his main obstacles.
I was ranking 3rd in the Pro Junior Series. I didn't get to go to Tahiti, didn't get a visa to get there, and I went from 3rd to like 9th.
One thing probably that lacks with any kid that's coming out of a tiny, remote region is they don't know how to broaden their horizons.
We went on this expedition into northern Sumatra. The river is like a lifeblood to all the communities that live along it. They had this love-fear relationship. A lot of people had died with this river wave, and there's something about it being like 7 ghosts. So maybe in the region there had been 7 people who were killed by it.
Scary for sure. When I got on the boat, jet ski, look down, can't see anything in the water, and there's crocodile and stuff like that.
And he just launches into this right-hander and just boosts in air and comes around. It was just like, I doubt whether it'll even get repeated ever.
Ya Allah, bantulah.
Before you surf, you do a little blessing?
Yeah, I always say in my heart, I'd say, God, please survive me with everything's gonna be happen. Please help me get away from this.
They were kind of some wild guys, They were going partying, and I found out that they were taking him to the clubs.
I'm only 9 years old, and check all people dancing, like Nathan's following me, like one of my pretend dad when I was young. He's looked after me so well, and like make sure I don't drink.
I had him just come and stay with me.
Owen, right? Yeah.
Oney is trying to tell all the young kids, new generation over here, to save more.
Came back to Bali, started living here for a while, probably sponsored by Rip Curl, and then we decided that he needed to be getting a really good education and competing at a really top level, because he was obviously an incredible talent. So we then decided with his family to send him to school in Australia.
When I was at PBC, that just as I moved into Year 9, Year 10, that was when they started the Sport Excellence program. At the time, they weren't going to include surfing. So we rocked up on the principal's office and like, look, you got to include surfing.
There's so many kids that will never leave this island. There's so many kids that never leave the village. There's some kids that will never get to the other side of the island.
Some kids have got the talent but not the discipline, or discipline but not the talent. Where at the moment, he's got it all.
It's great that he's had the drive to push beyond those out of that comfort zone into where he is now. If he translates that energy into his surfing, there's no doubt he's got a very good chance of being possibly the first WCT surfer in the recent history to be on the tour.
You say, Oney, you got still a long way to go, you know.